to install these one-piece headlights from AJP Distributors, there's going to be a little bit of wiring involved, and they don't come with the mounting nuts, which in most cases you're replacing your old headlight. My car was a parts car and all that stuff was already robbed. So I scavenged through all my little bags of bolts from various projects and got enough to finish it. Now you may run into needing some hardware because these are metric bolts, not the standard bolt. So I couldn't just go through and get my snazzy little nuts and stuff, the quarter 20s that I was using before. So anyways, I rummaged enough of those and I'm about to show you all how to put these in. There's a couple things that I wanted to note though. With the plug-in changes, I'll show you over here. So the plug that comes on the car looks like that. This will not go into the housing. So they give a plug that looks like this that will go into the housing. Now for those of you who are very astute will notice that this connector bulb is different than that connector's bulb. Back over here. So this is what goes into that plug, the little rectangle insert on your Mustang. This is what fits the new plug. So I actually don't have any of those. These are the 1157s. I just need the 1157As, which are amber. But I can put that in there to test the circuitry out. So that's the one connector that I'll have to replace. Number two connector, it's kind of the same thing, but it uses the same bulb. So it uses a connector with the 2, and on the Ford it has the 4 that goes into the back of it. But it uses the same bulb, so that's pretty nice. So I'll have to order some more of those to get those in. So that's some of the things to be aware of. There will be some wiring. I'll go through how to do the wiring on this and how to figure out which one is your hot and ground, which I'm glad that they have a red and a black hot and ground. Okay, so I'm doing my wiring. If we look at this bulb, you got an upper and a lower side. So one of those is probably going to be brighter than the other because one of them is turn and one of them is just park light. So I need to know which one of my factory wires goes to which side, so whenever I wire the other one up, I know it goes to the exact same side, right? So that's what I get to experiment with. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to plug this in, I'm going to watch what I'm plugging into, then I'll turn on my park lights and see which one of them is lighting up, or try to see which one of them is lighting up. And then if I get the park light correct and the hot wire that is hot when park is on, then I know how to wire the other bulb up. So in my case, well, I know the camera can't see it, the top wire is on when park is on. So now I just need to chase which wire is hot once I clip those, and then that'll tell me which one goes to the upper side of the bulb. Okay, so I got this right on the first try. This wire here goes to the upper. Now I can't see, on my car it's brown, and I think the ground is the white wire with a blue stripe, maybe? I'll have to check that out. Make for sure it's ground. This is the one that's all ate up and everything. So on my car it's the brown wire, and I know that goes to the upper side of the bulb. So now to figure out which one is ground and which one is my turn signal. Okay, a little bit different method. Why am I taking this apart? This ugly, yucky, nasty thing apart? It says G heard to hear right there. So that's my ground wire. And I already know which one is my turn signal, or not turn signal, my park light, right? And that's this one here, which is this one. So just by looking at this, this right here is my ground wire. That's where it's going. So the white with a green stripe on mine is the turn signal. Okay, and it's a good thing I'm replacing these. This thing is just rotten out. It's just piecing off, and I looked at the other one and it's about the same condition. So this might be a good thing for y'all to look at in your Fox bodies, because you can get these connectors new and then splice them in, even if you don't go with a new headlight. It'd be good to kind of check these buggers out and maybe repack this stuff in here with dielectric grease and do a good service on them. Okay, one thing I want to note is I have the new connector pulled apart. I pulled a little plastic cap up on it because I noticed that there's no grease down in there. So I'm going to come with my handy dandy dielectric grease, put some of that in there, put it back together and make sure it moves good. I was noticing it just didn't move up and down real good, so the bulb, whenever I had it in there, it wasn't making good contact. Alright, now to see if they work, I still have the protective cover on there because I'm going to pull the bumper off to do the core support and to paint the bumper and do my painting. So I'm just going to leave that on there for now, since I still got in-process work going on. But this is just to make sure I got them fit and they work, all that good stuff. Hash that out. Moment of truth. Does it work? Does it work? Does it work? Does it work? So that's how you install the headlight, the one-piece headlight into a Fox Body Mustang. I do want to note the little lock piece is not used with this style headlight. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other one done, and I'll do an outro on this stuff. And like I said, it's the same thing. It's the other side. So unless I run into trouble. That's some key things to be aware of before you start this project. Go-kart. The neighbor's grandson has a go-kart, and he terrorizes his neighborhood with it. Man, I wish I had one of those things when I was a kid to do that.